So my name is Sharon Appell, and I am the Watershed Biologist at Renewable Water Resources. You probably know us as ReWa, and I've been here for about 7 months right now. I went to Clemson University and majored in wildlife and fisheries biology. I thought I was going to graduate and move to Florida and work with manatees, but I actually got a job in a chemistry lab at a water treatment plant right out of college, and I've been in the water industry ever since. ReWa is the wastewater service provider for a majority of the upstate. So if you flush your toilet or put things down the sink in Greenville County or parts of Spartanburg or Anderson, we get that here at the plant, and we treat that and make sure that it's safe to put back into the river. So it is really important to know what to flush and what not to flush, because there are a lot of things come down the drain that shouldn't, and that makes our lives or our jobs more difficult here. The people are fantastic, number one, and you're always learning. It's a process and it's science, and there's always a better way to treat or figure out how to improve the area that you're discharging to. So it's always it's a learning process every day. It's kind of a interesting process of looking at data and looking at procedures and the way we do things, and then determining if there's a better way to do it, or if there's something else you need to treat for or look at in your watershed to solve a problem. There is no typical day here, and that is one of the things I love about my job the best, is it's always changing. So some days I'll be in the office looking at data or test results, and some days I'm out in the field or working in the river or working at the treatment plant. So you might have a good plan of what you're going to do that week, but it might change depending on what happens. So when I'm in the field, I will use a pH meter to test the pH of the water, and that's a good indicator of water quality, and making sure that the aquatic systems that are within the waterway are healthy. I really think field work is important. Getting your feet on the ground and doing work in the field, learning what happens out in nature and how things interact in the ecosystem. That's probably the most important part. We have 9 treatment facilities here in the upstate and over 350 miles of pipe. And really, having wastewater service is an important quality of life. It provides healthy ecosystems, healthy communities, and that's really an important thing as the upstate continues to grow. We look at bugs in the creek to determine water quality of our waterways, and based on the types and number of bugs that you find, you can judge whether there's good water quality in the creek or river. So working in the natural sciences is a great career, and especially if you love science, if you love nature, or if ecosystems and how they work interest you, it's a great thing to do. There are definitely more jobs in the natural resources, especially in water and wastewater. As the communities grow, we need more people that can test the water and understand how the water that we discharge works in the watershed. So there's definitely opportunities for growth. There's many industries that have lab people that test the water. Just getting out and exploring and seeing what you can find and seeing what interests you. Go play in the creek, pick up some rocks and look at what's underneath. Let's see if you can find a crayfish or some other bugs and figure out what they are. It's a great way to kind of learn what's there and how they work in the watershed. You can also volunteer with different groups that'll kind of get you some more experience and learn how to do different tasks and different procedures that will help you as you grow and figure out what you want to do as a career.